My name is Marcus. I'm 24. Last November, I needed money. Not for anything dramatic, just the usual post-grad reality of rent, student loans, and a car that needed new tires before winter really hit. And I'd been applying to jobs in my field for months with nothing to show for it. So when I saw a Craigslist ad for overnight security work, I didn't hesitate. The job was simple. A property management company needed someone to watch a commercial building in the suburbs while they sorted out some kind of insurance issue. The building had been empty for 6 months after the previous tenant, some kind of data storage company, moved out. My job was to be present from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m., walk the floors twice a night, and make sure no one broke in. That was it. The pay was surprisingly good. $22 an hour, cash, for basically sitting alone and doing homework. I met with the property manager, a tired-looking woman named Susan, on a Thursday afternoon. She showed me around. 4 floors, fluorescent lights on timers, concrete floors, and the kind of sterile office space you've seen 1,000 times. Cubicles with that gray fabric, a break room with a fridge that hummed too loud, conference rooms with whiteboards still showing faded marker ghosts of old meetings. Susan gave me a key, a flashlight, and a clipboard with a basic log sheet. "Just write down the time when you do your walks," she said. "And if you see anything unusual, call this number." She handed me a business card. "What counts as unusual?" I asked. "Broken windows, homeless people trying to get in, water leaks. Use your judgment." She smiled in that exhausted way office workers do on Friday afternoons. "Honestly, nothing ever happens. You'll be bored out of your mind." That should have been reassuring. The first week was exactly what Susan promised. Boring. I'd show up at 10, unlock the front door, turn on the lobby lights, and settle into the ground floor security desk with my laptop. The building was quiet in that specific way empty buildings are. Not silent, but filled with the white noise of HVAC systems, the hum of emergency exit signs, the occasional tick of pipes suggesting to temperature changes. I'd do my first walk at midnight, my second at 3 a.m. 4 floors, maybe 20 minutes total if I didn't rush. Then back to the desk to study or watch videos with headphones in. On my 6th night, during my midnight walk, I noticed something on the 3rd floor. There was a cubicle near the northwest corner, right by the windows overlooking the parking lot. On the desk sat a coffee mug. Not unusual by itself, the previous tenants had left random items everywhere. Stray pens, forgotten mouse pads, a few motivational posters still taped to walls. But this mug was half full. I stood there looking at it, my flashlight beam steady on the dark liquid inside. Coffee, probably, though I didn't get close enough to smell it. The thing was, I'd walked past this cubicle 5 times before. I would have noticed a mug with liquid in it, wouldn't I? I logged it in my notes. 3rd floor, NW cubicle, coffee mug half full. I don't know why I wrote it down. It felt important to record, even though I couldn't articulate why. The next night, the mug was empty. Not gone, empty, like someone had finished drinking from it. I started paying more attention during my walks. The building had this layout. Each floor was essentially identical. A big open plan with cubicles in the center and offices with glass walls along the perimeter. The northeast corner of each floor had the stairwell, the northwest corner had the bathrooms and a small kitchenette area. On my 9th night, I was walking the 2nd floor when I heard it. A sound from above me. 3rd floor, distinct enough that I stopped moving to listen. Footsteps. Not loud, not running, just walking. The measured pace of someone moving through an office from roughly the middle of the building toward the east side. Then silence. My heart was pounding. I went to the stairwell and climbed to the 3rd floor, moving quietly without really knowing why. The door from the stairwell opened with a heavy click that echoed. I swept my flashlight across the floor. Nothing. No one. I walked the entire floor, checking behind cubicle walls, looking into the perimeter offices. Empty. Of course it was empty, but I'd heard footsteps. I was certain I'd heard footsteps. I went back to the security desk and sat there until 6 a.m., not doing homework, just listening. It didn't happen again that night. But 2 nights later, it did. Same thing. I was on the 1st floor and I heard walking on the 2nd. When I went up to check, nothing.
The night after that, I heard it again. This time, I was on the 4th floor, the top floor. I heard footsteps below me on the 3rd. I went down immediately. The stairwell door was still settling into its frame when I got there, that specific sound.